Good evening, I'm Dawnlot, and with me is Hardin again. Today we're playing Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, Part 5, Ironman. Chapter 6. In this chapter we storm the castle, and it's one of the harder chapters in the early game. After this chapter it gets a bit easier, and you can slow down a bit, level your characters a bit, but this chapter has a lot of chests you gotta get before the thieves do, or alternatively, and this is the better choice, to just kill the thieves after they get this treasure, because each of the thieves will get one chest and then try to flee out here. If you use Setgar or Wolf, you want to reclass them as a general and wait for these cavaliers to pass them, and then warp them here, so you can kill this thief before he runs off with this chest. But I don't have Setgar or Wolf, because I'm not going to use them, so good old Darrows is gonna have to do. Early on we're gonna open this door with Marv with a door key, so he can recruit Rickard. And we're gonna place Cheetah here with the tomboy. I wanna double check, yeah. Not in range, she should survive this with 3 HP. You might be tempted to bring Julian here, but you can just bring a door key instead and then bring someone else, like I did with Marv here, and then save a slot with that. Hammer is also very useful on this map. So you're cutting off a bit. I think it works again now. What were you saying?
I was saying, well, yeah, because it's like 40% of this map is just armor, so yeah, hammer's gonna be useful.
Yeah, so this is the only reason why you might want to buy a second hammer, as I did. I usually don't buy a second hammer, but we'll see if it comes in useful. Oh, that's very nice. It's a dodge. And a one-shot.
Sort of saves you a turn. Or, yeah, I guess a healer turn. Although, not much else your healer would be doing right now anyway.
Yeah, I guess. Did I forge? Wait, I forged. It starts at 8 might, so I forged +5. So yeah, if you only forge +4, you can get away with it, still killing these guys one-shot if Shida leveled a bit of strength, but I think my Shida is actually still at base strength, so oh well. Actually mage here. Let me... So what you want to do in Shadow Dragon is you want to select all enemies, like this, and then switch between viewing all enemies ranges and just the ones you have selected, and just unselect the ones that are in the front, or that you want to check their ranges of, like this. Yeah, so only this mage can reach there. And oh yeah, so yeah, you don't want to place someone here, because then both the mage and the archer can get them, and it's very dangerous. So
Whole tricky.
he just has 3 res, so I think that works actually. But as you can see, 20 damage. So even Wendell takes 15 damage. I think that's even more than he takes from... Yeah, that's more than he takes from the archer. So if you want to fight mages in this game, forget having res unless you have a barrier. It's all about having that HP. Actually, I could also use Shida here, but I might just want to not have her be damaged. So, you know what? I'm gonna actually place... No, not board. Barst here. Actually, no. Cord, because I don't need to hammer with cord. And then I can barrier him up to reduce the damage he takes. Marv can recruit Rickard. We're gonna talk about Rickard really briefly, because there's not much to say. He's basically the same as Julian. He faces the same issues. He's a thief. If you want another person to open doors or chests, bring him. Otherwise, don't train him. He's stat-wise, he has worse growths than Julian and worse bases. He's literally just a backup thief in case Julian dies. And you can recruit him with both Julian and Marv. You might be tempted to take this chest, but if you don't, then one of the thieves is gonna come towards you as long as his way is open. Like this.
Pretty smart, yeah. I didn't realize that.
Merrick. I'm still not sure if we're gonna use Merrick. His level up was really good, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see. Oh, I just realized I blocked the way off. Oh well.
Guess the thief isn't gonna run there now.
I also realized, yeah, so the thieves start taking stuff. I don't think he gets doubled. I'm pretty sure he does not get doubled. He's actually oh, he doubles actually. That's very good.
He doubles it. Well, Hellfire is pretty heavy, I
Yeah,
think, so
Alpha is
that
pretty
makes
heavy,
sense.
and mages are slow. So,
You can double hit Hellfire.
next turn we want to warp Darrow's either here or here. If you warp him here and this guy is still around, he might just attack Darrow's and kill them with his silver lance. And normally you have to hurry a bit, but since we have Darrows and can just warp him here if need be, I think we don't have to be that quick. So this is a very tricky situation because on one hand you have this silver lance guy, on the other hand you have these guys, and you still have enemies up front. I don't think the thieves will attack you. I think they'll go for this chest and then try to move up, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So, this is why a hammer can come useful. Oh, well, ward.
Doesn't even kill.
Doesn't even kill. Yeah, and the ward doesn't double either. So yeah, I think... Wait, how much damage does this guy do? That's 26, so Jagan would take...
17? Right?
17, yeah. 17 and that's 11, so Jagan can't take 2 hits here. So... I don't know how we're gonna do this actually. Because I don't think any of our characters will take 2 hits from that. We might just wanna stay out of range of the archers or sack someone.
Is there a way you could just pull? Is there a way you could just pull like one of the armors, or?
I probably have to retreat here. Oh, actually, this guy does not. This guy only reaches up to here, and these guys all also only reach up to here. So I can use like ranged attacks here, maybe. But then no, these guys would still kill. So I may just want to retreat a bit.
I think that's what I mean. That's what I would do in this
1, 2,
instance.
3, 4, 5. So I probably want to retreat up to this line. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so he can shoot up to this line. So if I move here, I will be fine. So let's actually do that. Hammer. She does not get one shot, right? Yeah. But honestly...
It would be nice if she actually just...
no, you know what, I was gonna say we wanna save a use on that, but honestly, I don't think we really can afford to in this situation. These guys... actually, I don't think I want to move Wendell too far down there. Okay, do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I can place Jagan here. This actually also opens up the way for the thieves again. Marth. Okay, let's hope this works. Because I think last time I did this in an Ironman, I had like 2 people die. Yeah, he goes for board. It's lagging a bit again.
Yeah, it really is. Like...
It's weird.
Okay, looks like everyone survived, but
Okay, it seems to normalize again. It's back. You know what, let me actually pause the recording real quick. Okay, I changed some settings around. Let's see if this will help. Yeah, so there's a killing edge here. So losing out on a killing edge is not that bad, but a killing edge is nice. We still have 2 turns.
I mean, it kind of.
We still have 2 turns left till the thief escapes. So that's 2 turns we have to deal with this mess. Yeah. So I'm thinking. Let's unselect these guys. The archers can move up to here. And no, they can both move there. We definitely want to kill this guy if possible, but if we can't kill him right away, we just want to make sure we're not in range of the archers. And then we might be fine. I think Borst can kill this guy. And Sheeta can kill this guy. This guy can get killed by the Navar. Let's go. We'll get a level from this too.
I use that fuel to kill them.
Oh my god, even more magic. Look at, he has 5 magic compared to Merrick's 4. And Doga's 3. And he's the unit with the most magic in my team right now.
That's pretty funny, honestly.
That's absolutely amazing. Thinking I might just wanna use Wendell to weaken that guy. Let's first use
I feel like
here.
Yeah, I feel like you can kill the armor, the archer, in the cab, and then just block that area. I think it should be fine because there's only that Severland's cab, and I think that's the only one that can hit you from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you can just put 2 guys that can live a hit from that, then I think you'll be fine for enemy phase.
Let me actually kill this guy first with Wendell. Or like weaken him, I guess.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Who do we want to give this kill to? Could give it to Roshi. Yeah,
If you
that
can...
works.
Alright.
I've used Violent before, I've never used Roshi before, so I wanted to see if Roshi is actually viable despite having no speed. Thanks to having 7 speed with the threshold. Yeah, Sheeta does not survive a hit. I'm pretty sure Jagan survives a hit. Yes. And wait, that's...
Yeah, he will.
14 times 2. No, Daros does not survive a hit. How much speed does this guy have? 10 speed does not get slowed down. So actually Cord would survive a hit. Cord and I think Board as well. But I want to see if
Unless
I can...
Board gets slowed down.
No. He does not
Board
get slowed down with the Iron
be
Axe.
healed up.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd have
That's what I
to meant.
figured.
And I want to see if I can get Cord's axe rank up a bit. Then I can use Sheeta here. And that's another level. Come on. Strength. Oh! Sheeta! Please. When is that really so much to ask? Apparently so.
For third. What is her strength growth? I know it's kind of low.
I think it's 25 as a Pegasus. Oh,
Yeah,
actually,
that's... Ooh.
I'm unsure if the thief will attack, but if the thief attacks Court, then Court will be dead. Actually, no.
I don't think...
No, he will not die. The thief does not double him because the steel sword slows him down. So I should be fine
How much does
regardless.
it slow him down?
Hmm?
How much does the steel sword slow him down by?
3, so he's...
Because he's got 15 speed.
Yeah, he goes to 12 speed. And that's... Yeah, that's more than enough
Oh,
for him to
okay,
survive.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, we still have enough. We might actually be able to kill this thief without using a warp use.
And that'd be very nice.
Yeah, that would be very nice because
Even this game gives you...
yeah,
I mean,
you get,
yeah, Shadow Dragon just... warps, but
It gives you 7 warp uses, and I think you get another one later on, but still, you don't want to use them if you don't have to. Let's see how this works
doesn't
out.
it actually give you 3? I think it gives you 3 warp staffs, doesn't it?
It might, I'm not sure.
I still remember hearing that somewhere. Like, you get 3 warp staffs, and each one has 7 uses. And of course, you get a hammer as well.
Okay, so actually, we might still need to warp there. But I think we can use Sheeta here. Oh, if she misses this... Okay, thank god. I mean, 94%, but still.
This isn't Fate, so you probably won't miss a 94%.
Yeah, I'm thinking... Oh, he does not actually double. Barely. I can wall this guy off with Roshi. And...
Oh yeah.
Actually, I should not have killed with Sheeta here. Because now I'll need to somehow kill this guy. Kill one of these guys. I still have a turn left before I need to warp, so let's mend Jagan up. And that's another level for Lena. Oh, magic. Magic is nice. I think if I give Wendell the jet fuel, he might be able to kill. Or Merrick could kill. If I somehow... How much damage does Roshi do?
Lucky.
Not enough. So I might just wanna place Jagan here with a javelin. Or actually, I don't think this guy... No, this guy wouldn't even kill Roshi. Or anyone else for that matter. So as long as I get rid of one of them, I'm fine. But I think I still need to use a warp use. Yeah. I might even be able to... no, the warp can't reach. Yeah, so I guess I'll just use an Excalibur. Does Roshi get doubled if he uses the... No, not even with the javelin. So I'll throw a jab at the thief. I think we can get both of these thieves, but we might need to warp to get the other thief. One warp use for a killing edge is fine, I think, early on at least.
Yeah. Especially, like I said, how expendable warps are in this game.
I don't think it's gonna hit, but I might as well. Oh, nice. Nice, nice. Wendell... Or there. There. I think I actually want to place Wendell here to heal, because then I can retaliate. Just do this, just in case. Almost the Wendell level. Marv... And I can just open this chest with Rickard at this point. Darrows... I want to see if I can get Darrows another kill, if possible. Oh. They get healed. Interesting. And that's almost the level for Wendell. And now at this point I have to warp Darrows. Yeah, and the warp stuff also gives lots of experience. Yeah. That's... oh wow. I'll just let him stay there. He might use the killing edge, but even with a double crit he wouldn't kill. He would need 4 crits with the killing edge to kill Darrows. And this, this Darrows has not leveled defense once. Despite having like 3 levels of 60%. So I get really
Which-
unlucky with his defense,
yeah,
but still, he can take this thief. So you don't really need Setgar on this map. Although it will obviously be better than Myderos at this point. Oh, actually, I think I can... Yes, I can kill here.
In the
With Roshi.
if you hit.
Yes, of course. And that's a Seraph rope. I'm not sure who I'll give the Seraph rope to. I could actually Devil Axe here. You know what, sure, why not? Nice. And then I can throw a javelin here with Jagan, why not? Yeah, Jagan is actually not at A rank yet. Weirdly
That
enough.
physics staff would be very nice.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get all of these. And yes, physics is really good, especially in this game, because
Because it has range.
it has infinite range, yes, but also since most of your units can't take more than one hit, early on at least, it enables you to basically let someone take 2 hits and not need to be near any healer. HP.
Yeah, 'cause-
Eh,
yeah,
okay.
that's something I love about Arcanine staves. It's just like war physic, all that sort of stuff. Just wherever you want it, it'll do it for you. Like I love that. No restriction to your range.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna use Doga originally, but Juan said we should try to use him, so... And he got a blank first level up and a really good second level up, so I'm still undecided on him.
Still unsure whether this is gonna be good or bad.
I mean, Doga, like Dark Mage Doga, it isn't that bad actually. He has 40% magic and speed growth.
Mhm.
His defense is absolutely non-existent, obviously, but still. And that's a kill for Darrows.
Yeah, he never really struck me as like he's in the armor class, but his growth don't even really support that. Which I always thought was really
Yes,
strange.
it's that way because in the original he was really fast, despite being an armor,
You know,
or in FE3 I think, not in the original. And they kind of wanted to keep that, so they just gave him a lot of personal speed, and it puts him in a nice position actually. I want to see if I can kill this guy
Means
before he reaches. Yeah, nice.
means that reclassing is actually really good on him.
Yeah, he's basically a glass cannon. I mean, strength, sure. I would have loved some speed on Roshi.
So I kind of wonder, although maybe you can't reclass him to this, but like, is it possible to reclass him into a Myrmidon?
Who? Doga?
Doga.
No. There are 3 class sets in this game. It's not character.
And he's not in that one.
Yeah. Class set A is like Myrmidon, Cavalier, Mage, Healer, and Archer. Class set B is all the other classes. And the last class set is females.
Okay.
The Women class
So he
set.
could be. So he could be a mercenary.
Yeah, he
though,
can be a
then.
mercenary. One thing you can also do is make him a fighter. And that way he'll have like 60% strength growth, I think. So he'll just be an absolute nuke.
He's like a beast on player phase, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Pretty much. Oh my god.
Because you said he's a glass cannon, so he can't really take
Yeah.
hits, but you can definitely just them out.
But if you make him a fighter, he still has a pretty good HP growth, so despite not really having
So he
any-
can.
he can still take a hit most of the time. At
I
least
see.
in theory, I haven't tried him out as a fighter yet. At least not long. And Barth actually almost doubles this guy.
Almost.
Barth got really lucky with his levels. And I think that's another level for Darrows. Hope he gets his defense this time.
Watch him get
He has
everything but
72% defense
in this
growth. Now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Because you have to realize that there's dynamic growths in this game, right? So each time you don't level a stat, you get 10% of that stat onto your next level up. And if you do level, you get minus 10%. So each time Darrows does not level defense, he gets 6% defense growth. And each time he levels defense, he gets minus 6% defense growth, but it doesn't go under 0. Like, you don't get minus, at least not for the level ups, but it does count it, right? So that was 72% defense. 72%.
Like, how would that work?
He has 60%.
Wouldn't it?
Yes.
Isn't it now 78%?
It's
because
now
he didn't get
78%,
defense
yes.
again?
Literally 78%.
This man's really trying to go on a streak for how long he can go without getting defense.
Yeah,
when
he
it's
wants
getting
to
progressively
prove-
harder and harder.
He wants to prove that he doesn't need level ups. And I mean, he's proving it. He's still useful despite having basically base stats. I think I just want to give this kill to the mages. I was thinking of giving it to Roshi, but honestly, the mages can have their fun. Lena can heal here. And then we're almost done with this level.
Oh yeah, I would say once you get through with that hallway in the beginning,
Yeah, the hallway of death is really the big
this
part.
next. Yeah, then like this area with like 2 archers really isn't that scary.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, funnily enough, people always say Bord is the strong and skillful fighter of the 3, but like, okay, his skill, he got unlucky with skill loads, but his strength isn't even that good compared to Cord. Like, he's even better, worse than Cord, just in every way, basically. He doesn't even have luck or something like that. So I really don't know what they were thinking with Bord, because by the time you need hammers, like this is the first chapter where you really need hammers, and Barst is already at sea and Cord is almost at sea. So, I don't know. I mean, I mentioned it at the start, I think, that I want to do a rebalance patch of this game. And I think Bord is a prime candidate for that. I don't just want to do like Project Amber and make everyone OP. I think that's stupid. But he needs.
Oh,
bit
don't
of a
forget
boost.
giving bows free range for no reason.
Yeah. How about we just throw the whole map design out of the window and give both free range? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I told you I was playing like the Project Ember equivalent of FE7, and I was trying to
which one?
play
I think
the
there's two.
Project Anima, not Wildflower.
Okay.
I've never played that one, but I played Anima. Now the thing is, I was playing. Now, mind you, from what I understand, it should be taken with somewhat of a grain of salt because I was trying to play on Hector hard mode, and that's not really the.
Intended
That's not
way.
like the one that. That's not the finished one. Not
Okay.
yet, anyway. And so, at least the time I was playing it. So, but I think this is gonna stay in at the very least. So, you know the Merlinus Gaiden, right? The one
Yeah.
where like there's all those, there's like all these nomads, and there's, yeah, mainly like the nomads, the archers, and stuff like that. You can imagine you're trying to choke this point, and now that archers have 2 to 3 range, that makes the map near impossible, I think, on Hector hard mode. Now maybe there's like a certain way to play it, but like it clearly was not designed with 2 3 range bows.
You know,
like,
whenever I hear stuff like this, I always have to think about the comment of that one developer from, what was that game called? That like Fire Emblem clone that really flopped. I don't recall, but you said balance is my passion.
Like,
And I always gotta think of that when I hear stuff like this.
yeah, and it's like my problem with Project Anima is like I think what it's trying to do. I mean, obviously it's trying to copy off of Project Ember, but I think it's trying to do is also the fact that Project Ember was, even if Project Ember was really well designed, the problem is if you're trying to do everything that Project Anima does or Project Ember does, the problem is it was made for a player phase game.
Yeah.
Project Anima is for a enemy phase game. And the problem is that I've noticed from playing it, at least on the Hector Hard mode, which again I've said it isn't finished, but I think you even tried on like Eliwood mode or something, which was finished at the time. And what I found was that like it felt like they were trying to make it into a. It felt like they were trying to make it into a player phase game because they were making like enemies really buff. But the problem is, and while I suppose you could technically do that in theory, the problem is if you want to make it a good player phase like conversion sort of hack, you would need to make it balance out like the enemy number and reinforcement, group and stuff like that. Like if all the enemies are really tough, you can't rely on just keeping the same format of just spamming enemies at you, because that's just going to be very unpleasant because you're going to be fighting really bulky enemies. Yeah, and it's just like if you're going to try to make it player phase, buff the enemies but reduce the number and space them out more and stuff like that.
Yeah, see,
if you just...
the issue is, like I said, the map design. I mean, sure, you can change the map design somewhat, but the whole game is designed around the fact that it's not a player phase game. It's designed around the fact that you can just throw someone in there with a hand axe and he will kill most enemies. And if you take away that gameplay aspect, that piece of game design, without changing the maps in a hard way or changing the reinforcements in any hard way, then it's just not gonna work. And
yeah, exactly.
One thing people don't realize is that if you change something that persists throughout the game, then you're changing the whole game, right? So that's the issue with, for example, 2 to 3 range bows, is it's like one little change. It's literally changing like one hex from one value to another value. That's it. That's nothing more. And it's such a big impact on the game, because in the early game it might be fine in the early game, it might be really horrible in the early game, it might be really bad in the late game. You'd have to test the whole game just with that added like changed value to really make sure it works.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm fine with if someone rebalances something if it works. Like, if it works, great, like, that's a good idea, if you can change something and it works really well, perhaps if it works even better than the original, then you've done something right.
Oh yeah.
But if you just think, okay, because, like, I mean, yes, there's some ideas that sound good in theory. Like, in theory, it's like, okay, yeah, I feel like what their idea was, okay, well, archers in GBA games kind of suck. I guess in FE6 not as much because, the fact that they're player phase means that archers are gonna be a little more useful.
Yeah.
But even then, I still feel like there are games where archers are just better.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I mean, well, the DS games, I think, Fate's archers are really good. Like, even, like, yeah, people will be like, oh yeah, well, of course Takumi is really strong because he's got the Fujinimi. Not even him, like, Niles is pretty solid.
Niles Seneca was also alright. What was she called? Seneca or Setsuka? I always mix the name up. Setsuna. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's fine too. I've used her once at Birthright ages ago, but yeah. So we're in a very interesting spot here, where 2 of these enemies have the same range. They will both be able to hit someone here.
Oh.
But so.
Oh, don't you just love the?
If you don't do this right, someone will die, because like even Barst will have. I mean, that's like, I think he might barely survive. I mean, he has 6 defense. That's 17. That's 16 because he weapon disadvantage, and that's 14. Yeah, he dies he still dies from it. And Barth is our most tanky unit thanks to his HP. Daros wouldn't survive it either, he would get doubled by the archer. So, what do you do in a situation like this? So, you want to manipulate the AI, basically. How do you manipulate the AI? The AI tries to do the most damage it can do. So, if you place one unit here, and another unit here, or like maybe here, I don't know. Actually, I don't know where I'm going with this. I think someone's gonna die.
Look, well, you were saying they go for whoever they can do most damage to. So,
Yes.
okay, if the archer is the same, if he has like the same range as the knight, then I wonder if you could do something like this. You could put like a kind of frail unit, but it won't die, in the archer's range, like on that tile. And then maybe like have another unit.
One here and one here, basically.
That's what I was thinking. And then have whoever is at the very far back have lower defense than whoever is, going to be fighting the armor. Because if the AI works the way it sounds like you're describing, and they just go for whoever they can do the most damage to, and no other factor is put into the equation, then I would say, just get the archer to take the bait.
I think Doga actually works. And even if this doesn't
As long as
work,
he doesn't get doubled.
no, he does not get doubled. And I'm thinking
Okay.
if this does not work, then I said I wanted to use board, but honestly, like his level ups have been so awful. I don't think I really. If he dies, it's not gonna be a big loss. Let me just say it that way. Oh, and I still have Rose up there. Okay, so let's see if this works. No, I think board is dead.
Oh yeah, because they. Yeah.
Oh well. I'm pretty sure you can get past this without... Oh, never mind!
Okay, that's so. I was like, okay, I guess he would live if he dodged that, but I was like, it's an 86%. He's not gonna dodge that, and that was okay then.
I think he heard my cries and wanted to live. He wanted to prove to me that he is worth something. And to Ness.
Ness just is hard to skip to beat.
Ness is the
Watching
biggest
that.
board fan ever.
That's what I was saying. That whenever that 86 missed, his heart just skipped a beat.
Actually, I maybe should not have... I need to kill this archer. Because,
So I'm wondering how.
Yes. Continue? Yeah?
Yeah, I was gonna say I wonder how the AI moves. Like, is it like in a set order? Like that armor will always move first, or is it really just based on
I'm not
whatever? Like, is it just more random? Because like, yeah, if that armor always moves first, then yeah, I wouldn't have said put board up there. But if it's just random, then yeah, there's no telling. I'm not sure what you would do there.
I'm thinking, so... Yeah, Navarre survives are hit from... So with these guys, these are the guys that I meant. I don't know what I was talking about here. But they both cover the same range, but only one of them can go here and attack this tile at the same time. So you just want to place a unit here who can take either of these guys.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I wanna use Shira here. Kill this guy. And now I can use... I'm surprised how useful Navarre is, because... Wait, 3 speed... Oh no, he gets doubled. Shit. Would Doga kill here with the 6 more damage, so that'd be 14. I think Merrick survives still. Pretty sure. Yeah.
You
So I guess it's Excalibur. And I mean, if he dies, that's just one other slot I can use for meme units. That's how I see this whole thing. Anyone who is not yet a meme will become a meme. Oh yeah, so I was asking about which FE7 rebalance you meant. Oh, actually, if he crits here, no, because I recall there was one of them which like tried to. I don't know. There's one of them which which removed one of Rebecca's supports, I think, and added in like a what was it? Rebecca Priscilla lesbian support because they like shipped it.
Yeah.
But
no, that was Project Wildflower.
okay, I wasn't sure
which
about
I've
it.
never played.
But I just
Yeah.
like I don't want to
From
get
what I
into politics
understand-
here and all that stuff, but I think that's a bit of a weird thing to do to remove content from the game. That's perfectly fine. Like completely disregarding
or just
what you're
add-
adding.
Or just add random stuff like that. Like, well, I mean, I guess you can. I guess you can technically, but it's just like, well, it makes more sense to add things than to remove things. Like, why would you remove? Unless
Yeah.
it's just like something that's really dumb. Like, yeah, if it's like a gameplay mechanic that just seems really dumb. Like, you know, I can't think. Oh, like rain. Like because FE7 rain, that's a stupid
Yeah.
mechanic. Like if you want to take that out, by all means go ahead. You actually are making the game better. But like taking out a support, it's like why? like what?
Especially because I'm
why
pretty
would
sure
you-
you can like do more support. You can just add more supports than, right? You don't have to change up existing
Yeah,
ones nowadays. I know you used to have to do that back in the day, but I mean, at this point, I don't think you need to. Because you
Yeah,
can just
no.
reallocate data.
Nice, nice going, Sita. Oh well, I guess she still kills it, so
Yeah.
doesn't matter that much. I'd say,
Almost
no, from my experience, Anima just it's just trying to change the gameplay.
That's what
In
it
some
sounds
ways,
like.
I think it's good. Like from what I understand, it does do some pretty good things. Like, I believe it gives Eliwood lances, like at base, so he doesn't have to wait till he promotes to his promoted class to use lances and javelins. So
Actually, an
so he
interesting
doesn't
change.
get- yeah, and it gives him 1-2 range, which makes him better. I think it may give him like a few buffs as well, like stat buffs or something like that, which is good. But, I mean,
I think honestly, if we're talking base FE7 balance, if you give Eliwood just give him lances, I think that's enough of a buff. Either just buff him a bit
Yeah.
stat-wise, or just give him lances. Both works. I mean, that's not really that bad of an idea. I think just looking at it.
yeah,
right
I
now.
think that is a good idea. I like that one. I think they also gave Lin. Did they give her like bows at base, or they made Moni Kati 1-2 range or something like that? Which again, I think is actually a pretty good move.
Yeah.
I think they also allow her to promote at the end of her story, which again I think is pretty fair. I think it's a little early, but like I get why they would do that. I think it's a fair change.
No magic this time
Um,
on Navarre, but oh well.
Yeah. But
Was
I
it-
think those are fair changes. But where my issues come in is where they like try to make all the enemies like a lot buffer. The thing is, I also remember they try to give them like silver weapons really.
Really early, you cut off there.
Oh, what I was gonna say is, they also try to give them like silver weapons really early on, which I don't think is a good move. Really, later on, I think is fine. Like, if you want to go and make the later game enemies that are known to be notoriously weak, and you want to give them like silver weapons instead, I think that's fair. Because by that point your units are strong enough that like if you can make them scale with your units, then that's great. But
Yeah.
if they're using silver weapons in like chapter, well, technically it's called like chapter 13 or 14 or something like that, but in reality it's like chapter 4 of Hector Hardin. I think that's way too early to have
Yeah.
just a bunch of enemies with silver weapons.
I think
I know,
if
yeah,
you-
there are some games that do that.
If you have like 1 or 2 enemies with a silver weapon, I think that's fine. I mean, FE6 does that
Yeah,
as well
yeah,
with that one Cavalier in the chapter 6, I think it was. But yeah, I get what you're saying. You shouldn't just give every enemy like silver weapons 4 chapters in.
And
You cut off there, I think, again? Or I can't hear you right now?
think
You
Oh,
cut off there.
like I think
Yeah.
all
I
right.
hear you again.
So okay. So like
Yeah, and some games, like some really much harder player phase games, like I think FE12 is known for this in harder difficulties, where they have like a bunch of early game enemies with like silver weapons, but it's also a very player phase oriented game. Do that.
You cut off there again. It's a player face
Early
oriented
on.
game and
It's a player phase oriented game, so it works a lot better in FE12. You can't do that in FE7. Like, you can't just give a bunch of early game enemies silver weapons and then just like, okay, yeah, that's fine.
yeah.
So that's my gripe with it. Is like, if they understood that, that would be nice, because then they wouldn't try to, or if they do want to give them silver weapons or something, just you'd have to do a lot of reworking of the map, because I think you could do it that early on, but you would have to really redesign the map, and I don't think they want to do that. That sort of reworking they would need to do to make it actually feel balanced, I don't think they want to do that.
Yeah, so we're nearing the end of this chapter, and I just want to say, you have a Twitch channel, right? Where you stream occasionally. I want you to be able to shill that here if you want to. So I can put that in the description. If you want.
Yeah, sure.
Alright,
Yeah, you can go ahead. I don't think it's...
I mean, I don't have much of a reach, but I might as well.
Sure, why not?
Okay, Roshi. Still no speed, but 2 strength levels is fine, I guess. Almost lets him use the steel lance without any issues. Yeah, this is Emerus. He's not really much of a challenge because he doesn't have 1 to 2 range. And you can just use magic or hammer.
Like the biggest Choco boss in a Fire Emblem game. Literally just not even necessarily an armor, just literally any sort of class. Like, it could be the most annoying thing on a throne. Like, it could be like a sword master. But if they don't have 1-2 range, it's like,
And
well, okay, it's just spam fest. Yeah. That'd be kind of...
Who should I give the kill to? I guess I can give it to... No, I cannot give it to Sheeta. She does not survive a hit.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think... No, he doesn't survive a hit either. I'm gonna throw hand axes with Barst, and I guess I'll try again next turn. That's the level for Barst. Oh my god. Oh my god. This Barst. Yeah, this is an amazing Barst. Actually... Oh, I can place Court here.
Devil X kill?
No, Steel X is fine. Oh no, wait, he heals up. Oh well. If it's a hit, it's a hit, and if not, it's weapon XP. Okay, I'm thinking I can... no, that kills. That does not kill.
If you want to give that level 2. Wendell.
Wendell? No, I'm gonna give this level to someone who really needs it.
Yeah.
I just need another... Okay, come on, board. Board games. No. No board games.
No. Board games. Blackboard.
Come on, Cord. I don't really want to use a... what's it called? A jet fuel, but... Oh well. Might as well. Yeah, so that's Emerus dead. That's this chapter done. With no deaths. I mean, almost a death. Let's see how Navarre does.
Yeah, it was close, but...
Oh, nice. Nice. But as you can see, he has as much magic as Mary. I guess I'll heal a bit more. In some Fire Emblem games you want to heal as much as possible, but you get so much staff XP in this game. So you don't really need to. I think we got all the chests. Just double checking. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that was chapter 6? Yeah, 6. And I'll see you next time. And we get to Fire Emblem, so
Yeah, that's kind of important.
kind of.